OK, let's go to Craven Cottage, where in recent times Arsenal have had a bit of a difficult time getting points from Fulham. We always know Marco Silva's teams, well set up, well coached, difficult to play against. An Arsenal team that was, momentum was flying, but it was about, they've beaten Newcastle with a bit of a bogey team. They've beaten West Ham recently. Could they go to Craven Cottage and beat Fulham? They did, courtesy of their absolute ally, the corner kick.
Yeah, they did. And Trossard, how about Trossard?
Leandro Trossard.
Remember our underappreciated, and we used to go Ilkay Gundogan a lot.
Yeah.
We should call this Trossard's kind of close.
Yeah.
Close to that sort of standard of underappreciatedness. He steps up. The manager loves him, by the way.
Yeah,
plays him a lot on that left-hand side.
Other players, bigger players, quicker players,
so
and
he's
all
in
the
the right
rest.
place. A brilliant set piece. I mean, we showed Gabriel's movement.
Yeah.
There's two players sandwiching it.
Yeah.
As this ball's about to be struck in, and he bundles by him, and he steams in. He still flicks the ball on. I mean, Gabriel is some player, mate. I think he's somebody who's grown on me over the last couple of years. Where I thought, remember, we sort of think there's a bit of a rick in him. He sometimes
he's going to make a mistake.
Phenomenal.
Yeah.
I mean, a strong team from Arsenal, not their fluid best. It wasn't great. And Fulham, to be fair, I'm guilty of look at the matchups and what I've seen of them. Like Arsenal too strong.
Yeah,
too strong in all areas.
Yeah.
And every time Fulham surprised me, saying, you know what? They're a good side, and they play good football. They keep possession.
Yeah.
Every player is good on the ball, and that's nice when people don't give the ball silly, and you can possess it. It takes pressure off. You make the opponents work a little bit, whoever they are. They gave a good game against Arsenal. It was a difficult away game for them. The set piece does it again. Should Arsenal fans be concerned again that set pieces are great, and it's great to be good at set pieces, but should they be getting more chances from open play? And why didn't they create more?
Let's...
No Odegaard, by the way.
No Odegaard that loses a bit of creativity. I didn't think the creative players had great days.
No, he didn't.
Trossard gets a goal, but I didn't think he created as much. Saka was better. Good. He was a better one.
Good, yeah.
The centre forward, Gyökeres, who's on the 3 goals. It's 7 without one now, and his manager said as long as he's doing the job. Made a couple of great runs, got in a couple of good spots, didn't have the finish that he would like, and that's got to hopefully come. That's got to turn into 10, 12 to 15 goals. But I'm less worried about the set pieces, mate. If it's something we work on...
No, we're not worried about it. It's just the open play creativity that some say you can't always score from.
Well, without an Odegaard, and I just felt it wasn't a great day, but Man City don't have great days and Liverpool don't have great days, and they win. And Arsenal have got this thing with the corner kicks that not only gives them a confidence, I think gives the opposition a real fear. Like, here we go again. Like, where's Gabriel? Where's Saliba? It's almost like panic mode when they get a corner.
Didn't we show a graphic? I think two seasons and a bit of seasons, they've scored 16 more goals from set pieces.
Yeah.
Is it corners?
Corners, I think.
Than any other team.
It's incredible.
16. That's like having a different player.
That's a striker.
It's a striker's
goal. That's a striker's goal return.
To what they got. Yeah. So I just that it's noted that it wasn't easy for them.
Yeah.
They get the win with a set piece, but in other games maybe have to do a little bit more. I mean, you've got to remember that Madueke's wasn't playing, Odegaard wasn't playing, Kai Havertz is still out. There's other attacking options that he didn't have.
Yeah. It just never felt like there's times when Odegaard's not been there, and I'm like, it was. With Eze and that, with that depth, with Zubimendi and Rice, and there's depth now, there's quality in there.
Eberechi Eze, Rob, last, and this is it's me, and I think
I know.
I know the quality of Eberechi Eze, right?
Yeah.
And there was a period of time when he was at Palace doing great, and we had conversations. I said, but nobody seems to be coming in for him. What is it about him?
Yeah.
And I kind of thought, not always reliable doing. And a club like Arsenal, with the expectations they've got, and it's early yet, and I'm not being too critical with him. I'd love to see him be a little bit more dominant, a bit more influential.
He's what's the word?
Does the game let him drift by a little bit?
Not maverick, but he has to feel it, and he's one of those players, isn't he?
But he won't go and get it and make things happen.
It comes to him, and then he's on, and then he's slinky, and he's smooth, and Again, it wasn't quite his day, whether it's because he'd been on England duty and international. But I know what you mean. But he brings something different, Rob, and it is that spark of difference that I think on certain days they're going to need.
If those certain days could get a bit more consistent, that's brilliant. And that's what the manager hopes for, and that's hopefully what it'll get to,